Whoa, it's time. Oh, it's time.
Oh boy.
How you doing, brother? How you doing, brother?
You already know, man. It's they gonna hate us today.
Oh, they're gonna hate us. We gotta wait for the rest of the crew. But welcome everybody to the Geekly discussion, your Geekly podcast discussion. So yeah, Marcus and I and a couple of others, we saw Spider-Man Brand New Day, and obviously we have some thoughts. Well, me and Marcus really don't want to jump into it until everybody gets here, and hopefully, they come up. But yeah, what's up? Hey, nerds. You know what's funny? Only nerds do that. Nerds tell other nerds, nerd.
You know what? Hey, say what you want about remakes. I would love a Revenge of the Nerds remake.
Yeah.
I honestly.
How's it going? I can't hear. Hold on. Why can't I hear any of you? Hold on.
Woo.
1 second. Stand by. Can't go too long without having fucking technical difficulties.
You're good. So Sarah
There
says,
we
hey
go.
guys, I'm not going to be able to participate for too long, but I got my tickets for tomorrow. I will watch the video tomorrow. Take care. Have a happy Friday. Well, thanks, Sarah. We appreciate it. So for you guys that are watching, we're going to try to keep this as spoiler free this time around because, we know the rules as fellow nerds, trying to keep it spoiler free as much as we possibly can without ruining stuff. So Marcus, you and I are the ones that usually rant. So we got to pull it back. We got to dial it back today. All right. So Noah, what is up? Where you be, man? You're not in your usual cave.
I know. I'm out and about. I'm no longer a cave dweller right now. I'm currently at a job that gives money.
A job that gives money.
So yeah, all right. But right now I'm on a 15, and it just happened to coincide with the first 15 minutes of the opening of the podcast. So I figured I'd stop in and say hi. Can't go a podcast without this beautiful face being on the video.
There we go. I love it. So Noah, since you are on a time crunch, again, we don't want to spoil anything for our viewers out there. Go ahead and say your thoughts on this Spider-Man movie.
Go see the movie, and I'll see you there when I go see it for the first time because I haven't seen it yet.
Oh no! How did your dad see it before you, bro?
So because he went to go see it, and I went to work for a split shift.
Oh
yeah, I know. This is my almost my 14th consecutive day working.
Nice.
Yeah,
make that bread, sir.
Getting that overtime, getting that dough, getting that money.
Well,
so I can go ahead.
As you see, I got it, ladies and gentlemen.
Your bucket.
I got my bucket to complete my popcorn buckets of Spider-Man. I had to do it with Gwen and Miles, and now we got the trifecta here. I'm gonna pretend this is Spider-Man from Into the Spider-Verse.
yeah, Peter
Parker.
I saw the hand, with the web shooter and whatnot, and is it cool that it's a drink and popcorn compartment? Yeah. But am I going to use it? No. So it doesn't really work for me that way. I like collecting popcorn buckets that, one, I like, and two, can also be used practically because I like putting boxes of candy and my other popcorn stuff, other boxes of things. So I'm not getting them dirty because I don't feel like cleaning them. Yep. They're a pain in the ass.
Yep. So if it looks cool, if it looks clean, I get them. I put them. I don't put anything in them. But man, the web shooter wasn't really a good. I was like, man, I got Landon a Spider-Man cup is actually pretty cool. It has Spider-Man swinging from the straw.
Yeah,
so, Landon like that.
He's hanging on the side, sticking to the building. I like that one too.
Yeah, that one was cool. Landon picked the one that could swing, so he spins it. It's funny. Okay. Yeah, and it lights up, so it's cool. But all right, Marcus.
I saw because I didn't see it when I went to go see that crappy Supergirl movie, but the Lobo on a motorcycle. I saw that one. I was like,
how was it?
Shit, it's nice. I actually wanted to snatch it up, even though I hated the movie. I wanted to snatch it up, so I might go back and get that one.
Well, sometimes it'd be like that. All right, so Marcus, I'm gonna let you go. Like I said, try to keep it as spoiler free as possible. And I know our viewers are probably going to hate us tonight, but we'll see.
This is all I will say. It's a very emotional film. That aspect of it was great. But it was not a Spidey film for me. As someone who grew up, just Spider-Man and X-Men was it for me when it came to Marvel, you know. And then of course DC was Batman and you know Flash. This wasn't it for me. I don't know what, when it comes to Tom Holland's run as Spider-Man, I don't know what they're doing, man. It just was not a Spider-Man film to me. I left disappointed. I left with a lot of questions unanswered. It had its moments. Fight sequences was great. Suit looked amazing. But that was it. John Bernthal, that was it. This just wasn't it for me. And I know the movie is going to make $1 billion regardless, but this wasn't it.
Yeah.
No Way Home is Tom Holland's best film out of his run, including Endgame and Infinity War and Civil War.
Yeah. Marcus, your mic is going in and out now. It was working just fine before, but we heard you. Yeah. But yeah, man, I mean, I agree with that. The thing is that is it an entertaining film? Yes. The fight sequences, is this the best Spider-Man like moves wise and fighting? Yes, I would give that. However, it story wise for us nerds, by the way, for us nerds, you're right, that we're pretty hardcore. And again, you know, I'm more of like stick to the source material. Some others on here on the podcast, you know, are more open-minded than I am, but it was more of a nostalgia bait for us comic nerds. They just stuffed a bunch of things in there, and the plot really didn't move forward since what we had. It's almost like you had 3 to 4 simultaneous stories trying to happen at the same time. And as we all know before in other films by Marvel and whatnot, that just doesn't work. Yeah. So, you know, it's one of those things that the fight sequences were awesome. The suit is one of the best suits that we've seen ever on film. Tom Holland's performance in this is incredible. I mean, he is one of those that he actually gave like that New York accent. That New York accent comes out more while he's in the Spider-Man suit. So it could be anybody from New York. I love that tidbit that they deep dived more into that. They paid a lot of homages to the other Spider-Men that were in No Way Home. But again, without ruining the film, because we will do a spoiler review, it's one of those things that for me, I'm like, why is this not a Spider-Man movie? So we've got Tom Holland in all these movies, and it's all these characters that pull the movie. It's not a Spider-Man movie. We got it with Toby, we got it with Andrew, but we didn't get it with Tom still. And this is what's hurting him. And also the writers. I mean, it's not hard to give a really good Spider-Man film about Spider-Man as a solo character and move the story forward. But, you know, obviously from the trailers, for those of you guys that watched the trailer, you know that, you know, Punisher's in it and a couple of other characters. But honestly, Punisher steals the show. And Marcus, we still can't hear you. Punisher steals the show. And then not only that, it seems more like Punisher's story than Spider-Man's story.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, man. Again, John Bernthal steals the show every time he's on screen.
Yep.
Dude, loved it. And again, not spoiling anything, a lot of stuff happens in this movie that does not get resolved. Like I said, I walked away with a lot of questions.
Yep.
But when it comes to Bernthal, we got some stuff resolved with his character. And again, this was like more his movie than Tom's.
Yeah. And it's one of those that yes, there's a post-credit scene, guys, by the way. So go ahead and oh, there you go. Hold on. King Matthew, what's up, guys? I'm actually at the theater about to see it. So I can't join the stream, but thanks. Hey, King Matthew. Yeah, we definitely for the spoiler review, hop in. Yeah. So again, is it entertaining? Yes, very entertaining. Is it funny? Yes. Hold on. Got to delete that comment. No spoilers in the comments, please. No spoilers in the comments, or I'm going to delete your comment. I'm sorry. This is not a spoiler review.
I won't look.
Yeah, spoiler review is next week, I believe, right, Noah? Next week is a spoiler review.
No, we typically do a 2-week buffer, so it'll probably next week will probably be the ranking.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so in 2 weeks, guys, 2 weeks we'll do a spoiler review. Please do yourselves a favor. We have a lot of people on here that haven't seen the movie, so please no spoilers in there. But yeah, so again, for me, very entertaining, very funny at times. The story, man, I wish it was better. Tom's performance, absolutely incredible. He crushed it. John Bernthal crushed it. The people that you see in the trailer and whatnot crushed it, right? These actors really crushed their roles, but it's more of the what they had to work with. And what it really is the story, guys. So I'm not trying to deter you. I'm not trying to give you any negativity for you not to see it. Please go see it. You guys will probably enjoy it a lot. It's just that once we get into the spoiler talk, you're going to understand why us nerds are the ones that are like, hey, man, like, what is going on here, especially being in the film industry. Go ahead, Marcus.
I do feel like those that are like true diehard Spidey fans that like know the lore will probably agree with us and say like, yeah, this wasn't it.
Yeah.
Those that just not disregarding the folks that just watch it, you know, to watch it and like, you know, they enjoy the MCU and stuff. Nothing against them for enjoying it. Again, for those that enjoy it, I hope you enjoy it.
Yes, please.
But like for those of us that like grew up with the lore, know the stories, and wish they would stick closer, like you don't have to adapt it 100%.
Yeah.
But you got stuff that you can build off of and be creative with. Do it properly. Do the
Absolutely
properly, and we haven't gotten that really with Tom Holland's run.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, Spider Noir is a perfect example. Spider Noir, because of their handicaps of not licensing, right? They couldn't do certain things with, you know, Peter Parker, so you know they changed his name to Ben Reilly, which was good. They had a bunch. They had a bunch of stuff that was really cool as an original adaptation. I mean, it's already up for a bunch of awards, you know, and so it goes to show you don't have to 100% necessarily have to adapt, you know, the lore 100%, but you do have to do certain things that, you know, make the movie and the story progress. And so for us, that's why me and Marcus, you know, are having a hard time with this. Ian, it's a spoiler free. Ian, it's a spoiler free review right now, so please don't spoil anything.
All right, before Ian goes, I'm just gonna say, like,
yeah,
I'm looking forward to I haven't seen it. I'm looking forward to it just because 1, it's Spider-Man, and 2, it's Spider-Man, and I like Spider-Man.
Yes.
I know you're saying everyone's performance is great. Tom Holland, I think it's just personally, I just don't think I'm a fan of his acting.
It's his best one, Noah. I'm telling you, it's his best portrayal.
Yeah,
out of all his movies.
I'm definitely so excited for the movie. If you're saying it's not close to the lore, like, well, you know, I'll have to go in and see it for myself because I am big into like my favorite superhero. You know, I love Spider-Man. So
are you seeing it right now?
No, I'm at work right now. Yeah, I'm at work right now. I just wanted. I can't stay away from the podcast. You know, I can't stay. They can't keep me away.
Hey, Noah. By the way, for what we're saying is not just the lore, but you as a writer.
Yeah,
you're gonna see what we're talking about the story.
Okay.
A lot of flaws with the story.
Yeah,
like coming from a creator.
Honestly, to me that just feels so Disney now, especially with their Marvel movies.
That's the problem.
And their Star Wars movies. Like, it just doesn't surprise me anymore. So, like, honestly, that's like a pill that you have to swallow going into a Disney movie nowadays. Is like, it might just completely fucking bomb, and there's nothing you can do about it because it's by the big mouse.
Yeah, and then, you know, April said it best. Tom Holland Spider-Man. We agree. It's his best take on Spider-Man. He's not a fan of the Punisher shows, but he did a great job in the movie. Yeah, I mean, John Bernthal. We're fans of the Punisher show, but again, I see where he's coming from. Yeah, I see where you come from, April. But you're right. I think this is one of John Bernthal's as the Punisher, one of his best performances.
Yeah,
it really was.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Alrighty, lads. Have a good night. I doubt you'll still be on after 10, but if you are, I'll maybe hop back in. Same deal with next Friday, since I have work next Friday too. So,
Copy.
Adios. Enjoy.
So, Ian, spoiler free. What did you think about the movie? you know, pros and cons and whatnot. But like I said, as spoiler free as possible.
Spoiler free. I'm gonna give it away.
Yeah, because remember, there's a lot of people on the show.
I was waiting for this moment to talk
I know, Ian, but we got to give these guys a 2-week buffer. Yeah, we got to give it a 2-week buffer because there's a lot of folks that haven't watched
100%.
it. So, and we got it in the comments. Some people are gonna watch it tomorrow. So we just want to keep it as spoiler free as possible. Yeah.
This was the first Spider-Man movie I'm like I enjoyed a lot. You know,
from Tom.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. I was like, "What? Yeah. We were about to take you off the podcast, man."
No. Just of Tom. Like I said, for people that are going to go see it, it's just finally we get the adventure, and they're gonna love it. You know what I mean? I think the adventure aspect was great. I'm trying to not say too much, but
I know both of us. Both of us made the same face.
Well, see, the thing is, I want to say it, but like if I say it, then you guys would agree with me of what I'm saying. Adventure, not like adventure, like oh my god, we're going on a new, beyond treasure adventure. It's more of like this was a continuation that I liked. But like I said, the acting was superb. I think everybody in this movie
nailed it.
Had their thing. They had their niche. There is one gripe, but I can't, go too much into it. Yeah. But overall, man, I saw it in 4D. So
that may have honestly swayed you with the experience, bro.
So I saw it in Screen X, and it was weird because
I see it in 3D.
In the Screen X.
I'm just going to tell you, for anybody that is thinking about ever going to see it in 4D, go see it. I lost my popcorn all over the floor.
Yep. Unless you're motion sickness and stuff like that, because 4D,
half of my popcorn went off. Half of my popcorn went off the floor, but it was because I wasn't expecting it. You know what I'm saying? And just the swinging and it was intense. It was way in. But
like
obviously
when we saw it.
Yes.
Well,
This is.
Have you been in the Screen X?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, Screen X. Yeah.
I didn't like it because like the main screen was like only so wide, and then you got the sides, and I was like everybody was like distracted trying to see everything on the side too, and it was just like. And
this is not like really. This is not really like spoiler because it's in. It's in the trailer. It's in the trailer.
Okay, it's in the trailer.
It's in the trailer. But like when you see when you're in 4D and you're seeing you're seeing like a copy shot of when he's swinging and he's got that guy.
Yeah.
The wind hit me so freaking hard. It was insane. Yeah. So
4D guys. 4D is like if you ever been to Universal Studios, like the Shrek ride or Honey I Shrunk the Kids back in the day at Disney and whatnot, that everything moves and whatnot, or A Bug's Life. It's like that before a movie. Me and Ian saw one of the Spider-Mans like that. It's awesome, but if you get if you get motion sickness, if you get any of that, we highly don't recommend it. But yeah, because it's all over the place. But Latina Sunshine has a message for you, Ian. Keep it together, no spoilers.
I know. I want to say it so bad. Oh my god.
And then April says, "I think this will be top 5." Yeah. I mean, April, you're right. I mean, there was a lot of in Florida, especially.
It's gonna make at least, I say, a minimum of 1.5 to 1.8 billion.
I think it's a stretch.
I'm gonna call it like this though. I think it's gonna do better than Secret Wars.
Oh yeah. I think so. I mean, there's a lot of things. Again, there's a lot of things about this movie though that story wise, for those of you that wondering that no spoilers and whatnot, it does not connect to Doomsday whatsoever. It doesn't connect to Doomsday. There is a small after credit scene that you can watch. We're not going to spoil it, but it also may connect to a different movie, either Secret Wars or something else. We don't know. It's very, very ambiguous, for lack of a better word. But yeah, it is just for me, man. Like I said, the performance was so good, but when you go and you have a lot of these stories not adding up, It's just killer, man, because the story was written and it could literally been tied into a bunch of other things that, you know, you guys had theories on, we had theories on. It could have went so many directions, but I just felt like they just tried too many stories at once, and they should have been linear. We should have had a Spider-Man movie just like Toby and Andrew. We should have. You know, we should have. I mean, don't get me wrong. The visuals, by the way, one of the best looking Spider-Man films out there. One of the best. I am telling you, hands
the
down.
The
visuals, the colors, the CGI was really good. You know what I mean? Very, very. I love the New York elements they put in there. So very, very New York.
Even though it was filmed in Scotland.
Say it again.
Was it?
Even though it was filmed in Scotland.
Yeah. So I guess I didn't know that. But you know, it's but it's very New York elements. And again, very funny at times. Very, very funny. I laughed a few times. That was really great. So you got the one thing I wish we got, which is not a spoiler. The one thing I wish we got was more quips. He does some, but then it stops. It just stops out of nowhere.
Andrew Garfield is the perfect Spider for me because nobody else had the quips like he did.
Yep.
You know?
But
this one was probably the most that Tom has ever had.
Yes.
That's everything they did. Yeah. 100%.
And finally, we get to see his intelligence for real.
Yes.
Finally.
That
they finally emphasized his intelligence.
And strength.
Yes. Finally, dude. Like, you know, that was one of my biggest problems with this kid. And finally, they showed his strength.
There was. I'm not spoiling. There was one scene that was in that movie, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, I know Danny's gonna be very proud of that.
Yes,
scene.
I was. I was like, golly, finally.
And if we're talking about the same moment, I was like, oh, I did the Leo DiCaprio Once Upon a Time.
Yeah.
I was like, Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2.
Yeah. But you know what, guys? Honestly, like I said, this is Tom's best portrayal, and I feel god awful for him because I feel like this movie could have been a million times better for him. I really do. I feel like feel like this had the potential. It really did. If the story was super linear, this could have been the best Spider-Man movie of all time. And they just dropped the ball on it. You know what I mean?
It did nothing to progress him forward as a character. It did absolutely nothing to progress him forward.
Yeah, and you guys, if you saw the trailers, so obviously you know that they showed the Hulk a bunch in the trailers. Mark Ruffalo is in it. One of his best performances as Bruce Banner.
Yeah, it was his best performance.
Yeah,
it was his best performance, hands down. That was it.
I don't know, man, because I did like his performance in the original Avengers was really, really good. Right, his original performance in Avengers 1.
It was good, but this was like,
this one was really, really good. One thing
I will say that's not a spoiler because
it's not because it's in the trailer.
They show him in the trailer.
Yep.
But they finally gave us a proper depiction of Ruffalo's Hulk.
Yes, the CGI, guys.
His design.
Yes, his design.
More like Norton's Hulk.
Yes.
You know, in 2008. The
yes.
size.
It was a mixture. It was finally a mixture.
Like, oh, that looks good. I was like,
yeah, it was finally a mixture of all of us of what we wanted of the CGI. Like it is a portrayal of Mark Ruffalo's Hulk mixed with Ed Norton's Hulk, which made him scary, which made him really, really scary. And it's awesome. You know what I mean? It's really cool. I feel, and guys, please, don't crucify me, but I feel this was Zendaya's weakest performance as MJ.
I think I won't say it was her weakest performance. They didn't give her anything to do.
Yeah, they didn't.
Yeah,
they didn't
I agree. 100%.
I blame the script. Like they gave her absolutely nothing to do.
Yeah,
I agree with that. Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah,
I felt like she.
Yeah. She was just,
I think, like I said, everybody played their part. And it's funny because I spoke to another person that saw the movie, and it's actually the funniest thing is it's actually something that Marcus had said that would have made the movie perfect. Would have literally made the movie. And as soon as I'm not going to spoil it, but there was something that you had said earlier, and I was like, you know what? and I told my buddy, and he was like, "Bro."
Yeah.
So
This was definitely a
like
more
I said,
mature take. You know, you hear it everywhere. It's the more mature take on Spidey. Sure.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And you know, they make the reference in the trailer too of I'm not in high school anymore, which is kind of funny, you know, it's pretty meta.
yeah,
But yeah, I like that he's coming into his own. Like he really
yes,
does. He really does. He comes to his own in the movie of what he has to work with. But again,
yeah,
why don't we have a solo Spider-Man film? I have no idea. It's killing me, bro. It's absolutely killing me.
Yeah, I'm just tired of overloading with other
Yep.
characters in the MCU
Yep.
and the Marvel universe, and carrying his film. You know?
Yeah.
Like Spidey
yeah,
in the comics, Spidey in the animation is such a strong character and such a flawed
yes,
character. That's what makes him so, amazing. That
Mhm.
he's like a flawed individual. Tom played that so well in this film, but yet still he's handicapped by everybody else.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it was like he really didn't get the chance to shine in the role as Peter, dealing with everything, because of the fact that you got all these other stories and
Yep.
subplots going on, and it steals away
yeah.
from his performance. And all
Yeah.
that, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Sarah says she can't wait. She's excited. April
Yeah.
said something about this, and this is not a spoiler, guys, but this is very true. I said it. They paid homage to the previous Spider-Mans, and yes, they pay homage to Toby and Andrew a lot in this film. So a lot of
Not just that,
homages.
Doc Ock too.
Yeah, they paid a lot of homages. And that was
I
on
think
purpose.
they did. I even take it even further. I think they not only paid a homage to Toby and Andrew, I think they did a homage for almost every single Spider-Man.
Yeah, absolutely. And the comics, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, and I'm talking about I'm talking about even animated too. There were certain things
absolutely.
that I saw, and I was like, my buddy saw it. He was like, "Yo," I was like, "Oh,
yeah, the Easter eggs." Yeah, yeah, the Easter eggs was really cool.
Yeah,
the creators did it on purpose, by the way, guys. So I watched a bunch of interviews and stuff. So the whole purpose, the reason why he has this new suit, which I did like, you know what I mean, for not being lore accurate about his suit and whatnot, it was pretty cool that they did it on purpose. That the reason why he changed his suit is because of Toby and Andrew being in the last film. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's not explained in the movie, but the creators in the interview did say that a lot of these homages is that the Peter that we see, which is Tom Holland's, is that he learned a lot from the previous Spider-Mans, and hence why they wanted to put it into this film.
100%.
Now, one thing I will say that I loved was, and this is not so much a spoiler because
you guys can't keep it together, bro.
But no, I was just saying, like, moving away from being Tony Stark Jr. and being more, like you said, we get to see his genius now. Finally.
Yeah, you get to see the genius side.
Yeah, so that I love. But
yes,
that,
you get to see the
yeah.
You get you get to see the genius side. You get to see. I think you get to me. I saw all sides of what I wanted to see Peter Parker wise in this film. Like I said, it's a lot of emotions, but like I said, I still hold No Way Home a little higher.
I do.
Yeah.
Oh, we do definitely. We do definitely.
Just because no movie has ever done what they have ever done. So, but you guys are in for a ride. It's good.
Yeah, I would even dare to say, and this is coming from me, I would dare to say that I enjoyed Far From Home more than I did this one.
Honestly, so Far From Home was good.
Yeah, story-wise.
Story-wise at least.
Yeah,
story-wise at least.
I mean, when they do those twists, man, I loved when they, like I said, I'm a sucker for twists. So
yeah,
I absolutely loved it. The twist was great. The twist in this one was kind of good too. So look out for the twist in that. It was really cool. But you know what I mean? Like
all right, boys. Do we want to break our rule and hit when we hit our hour mark? Because we're not going to be able to talk about it for long. Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments, guys. If you want spoilers, put it in the
Unless
comments,
we
and we'll
talk-
wait.
yeah.
We'll wait until our hour mark, because if not, this is going to be a short. This is going to be a short episode. So we will give you a taste. But again, put it in the comments. Again, we're going to wait for everyone that hasn't seen it to hop off. But put in the comments if you want to talk spoiler talks today in this episode. About an hour mark.
I mean, we could say some other Marvel news. Blade is done.
Oh yeah.
Emma Frost has been cast by Samara Weaving, which I think is also.
So so this is, oh my god. So Samara Weaving was my Black Cat. That's who I wanted Black Cat. That is who I wanted Black Cat to be. I was so mad when they picked her as Emma Frost. I was like, why?
Yeah. I mean, so with Marvel stuff, guys, like I said, it really doesn't tie into anything. Big news happened recently. Ryan Gosling got casted as Ghost Rider. I don't know how that's gonna fit, to be honest, because they're probably gonna try to introduce the Midnight Suns. Especially that they teased it in the video game coming up. I know, man. I know it's crazy, but in the video game that they announced, they're introducing the Midnight Suns, and it had Blade, Deadpool, Ghost Rider, whatever. So I could see them trying to capitalize on that, but to tie it in, I don't know. Unless finally Marvel is listening to us, like how we've been saying, and just start doing standalone films again, that it doesn't have to be one big universe. That I'm all for that if they go down that route, but I highly doubt it because it's Disney. So
like I said, they did pick the new Black Panther. I am excited about that.
Yes, they did.
I do like that actor.
And they said it is the son. He's not replacing Chadwick.
Yes.
It is the son.
Now, here's a crazy drama behind that, which I found was like, wow. So they never told the actress that played Shuri. They never told her that.
Oh,
that guy was. No, they did not tell her.
Surprise!
So, when you see that video when they announce him as the Black Panther, look at her face.
Yeah, she's like,
she was like.
But you know what? She handled it well, because she was like, she's known him for years. They worked together before.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
she handled it, but you could tell she was pissed though.
And see, this is what I was saying before. I have a funny feeling that what Marvel is doing is they are going younger. You're going to start seeing the new Young Avengers. Like I see it, you know what I'm saying? Like I see like these young actors that are coming in.
Yes.
Some of them are fading off. Some of them are, you know what I mean? Like, and like I look at it as a good thing. Yeah, like I said, I like the Young Avengers comic book is awesome story.
Yeah.
So I see that coming into the future. You know what I'm saying? Even with Spider-Man, I do see something that I saw something that most people didn't see. No, you're good. I saw, like I said, what I will say is pay attention to detail. If you go see this movie, pay attention to detail.
Absolutely.
100%. What's funny though, the comment you made as far as like bringing in younger actors, David and Letitia Wright are the same exact age. They're 32.
Oh wow.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you know what though, guys? It also, it's kind of one of those that how when they reboot this universe, because they're saying that Avengers Doomsday is a soft reboot to everything. I wonder how they're gonna do it, because you do have actors that are still in the role, obviously established in this universe. Obviously, as an audience, we don't care if you recast, right? If it's the same character. I mean, it happened with War Machine. Nobody cared when Terrence Howard got recasted. You know what I mean? We were like, oh, War Machine is War Machine. But I'm wondering how they're going to do that, because Ian is right. Especially in this film, you're going to start seeing stuff that is confirming our theories and some of your theories. And it's one of those is just like, okay, you have the blueprint to reboot. How are we going to do this? Right? Because, Ryan Gosling's already a little older to be Ghost Rider. Obviously, Tom Holland, thank goodness he still looks young, right? But you know, Spider-Man has so many stories as an adult as well that's fine if they keep him around, right?
Right.
But you know, that's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering, like, how are they going to really balance out that some of these actors, you know, they're just going to recast? I mean, you know, even as much as we want Henry Cavill to take Hugh Jackman's spot, Henry Cavill is what, in his 40s yet?
Yeah, like late 40s,
Yeah.
about the same age.
Yeah. So I mean, let me see. Henry Cavill,
It's like 40.
maybe like 40 even, I think.
43. He's 43, guys.
43,
Yeah, so he's 43. So even if we get him, you know, we can get some years out of him into Old Man Logan if we wanted to, right? If he really wanted to be that dedicated. But it's one of those, man. It's just like I don't know, you know. And even the Black Panther guy, he looks pretty young. You know what I mean? So it's one of those that, okay, cool. Are we gonna reboot this universe with a younger cast? Who are we keeping around? Who are we not keeping around? You know? So, but I do have to say, man, visually, it seems like Marvel's getting their stuff together. Visually, this looks good. The reason why I'm saying that is because Avengers Doomsday, it looks like absolute ass in certain shots. If you look at the trailer, it's because of that whole digital. They're doing this digital screen that they paid for, and it just doesn't look right. That's why Moana 2. I heard a lot of feedback on Moana that something was off about it. Like, what, you know, they're like, oh, well, the lighting or something, and that's because the screen doesn't give you depth. It doesn't give you a depth of field, a true depth of field. That, you know, that's why lighting looks off. Everything looks, you know.
I think it was Sony. I think Sony was the one behind it.
Oh yeah. Sony definitely is probably the one behind this one because I mean, it's visually very visually appealing, and the color too. Color was incredible, I mean, like, in this movie.
Venom 3 was whatever, right? But the cinematography for Venom was on point. The color, everything was on point. So and look at Spider Noir. You know what I mean? Like, I think I think Sony is saying, okay, we got this thing. We're gonna run this. You know what I'm saying? And I want, like I said, I want more projects of Spidey. I want more.
So my question is, who did this story? Because, like I said, that's my biggest gripe with it. Was it Sony that did the story, or was it Marvel? Because it feels like a Marvel movie. You know what I mean? It feels like a Marvel story that just doesn't add up. So I'm like,
yes, 100%. It was the cinematography, everything was. I think cinematography, the action, all that was Sony. All that 100% was Sony. And I
mean, the action in this movie is incredible, guys. When I'm telling you this, like, a lot of people love Spider-Man 2 for its action. You know what I mean, with Doc Ock, especially that, you know, Alfred Molina didn't have much to work with the mechanical arms. You know what I mean, because it wasn't CG at the time. And those fight scenes were phenomenal, right? But I think movement-wise for Spider-Man himself and the moves that he was doing, oh my God. My God. Like, the fight scenes were so visually appealing that I was like, all right, cool, man. Especially that when you have the stunt crew, you know, doing it, they're all very reputable. Holy shit, man. I mean, it was out of control for me. I was just like, yep. I was like, love that. Love to see that movement, you know, of everything they were doing. So, yeah, it was, like I said, man, I think there was a lot of good in this movie. I think there's a lot of bad in this movie. I still think as a movie in totality for Tom Holland, No Way Home is the better movie, the best movie.
Correct.
But if you want as portrayal of Spider-Man, this was his best of the best in this one.
You'll love it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I do have a question though, because they do mention a couple of things. I'm not going to spoil it. I do have a couple of questions because they started mentioning other instances where Spidey was and what he's done, but they never show it and they never elaborate on it. Right? Yes. They never show it, they never elaborate on it. And so I'm like, wait, when did this happen? I have more questions. Please. You know, so and it basically and it does show you in the movie what he's done since No Way Home, excuse me. And so I'm like, cool, man. You got a quick montage of it. You know what I mean? But like, I needed substance. I needed substance.
No. And I think this is what I think Sony did instead of going with the Tom Holland didn't have a backstory. So
Yeah.
what they're telling the viewers, they're saying, we want you to create your backstory of what you think happened with Tom Holland. Does it make sense? Just like how they said, hey, I was the same way. I was like, wait, what? You know what I mean? And so they want you to say, we want you to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Right. So that's why a lot of people liked it, because it would just it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, how many times we've read a comic where we're like, oh shit, that happened? You know what I mean? Like how many times we've read it?
I mean, I can see that.
So like I think that's what they were doing, and they did it really, really good. You know what I'm saying? And I know exactly what part you're talking about.
Yeah.
I was like,
I was like, what?
Yeah.
When did this happen?
Yeah. But I like they kind of did that too in Spider-Man Noir. They kind of said like certain things that didn't happen and they never showed it to you. So they're giving you that. They say, hey, you know, in your head, what do you think happened? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I know there's not much to talk about, guys, without spoiling the movie. So, like I said, we're gonna try to keep this rolling because again, we don't want to ruin it for those of you guys that haven't seen it. We will put a spoiler alert to talk a little bit about spoilers, just a little bit, because we do have a full podcast with the whole crew, you know, about spoilers. So, but yeah, anything else you want to mention, Ian? Because me and Marcus kind of ranted on for a while. Is there anything else for you that you enjoyed? Anything else that you wish they improved upon?
I really enjoyed the other characters that was not Tom Holland. This was the first time I've ever seen a Tom Holland movie where I'm like, it almost felt like Toby, because I felt like Toby's movies, I fell in love with the other characters too, not just Toby.
Yeah, everybody else.
Right. And I felt like this is the first time this movie made you feel like, you know, like when Ned came out, I felt Ned this time. You know what I'm saying? I thought Ned did a great job. Honestly, I think this was his best that he ever did.
Yeah, he had more of a presence in this film than any other films.
Yeah. Like I said, I think with MJ, like I said, there's those little things that you have to watch. They did a great job with her. I would have loved to see more of it, and you know, maybe that's in the future, whatever the case is. But like the other, you know, just the other characters, you know, but you know, look at, if you're gonna go see this movie, look out for the other characters. I thought they did a great job. The people in the city, I thought that was awesome. You know what I mean? Just in the little instances from the beginning to the end, the middle, I thought everybody did a great job. Like, you know what I mean? Like everybody was, you know what I'm saying? So it's the outside that I loved. That's what made that Spider-Man movie this year.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, there was so much potential. There was so much good things. Anyone in the comments that saw it that wants to go ahead and comment and say what your thoughts were on the Spider-Man movie without spoiling it right now. Like I said, we still haven't hit our mark yet. We may hit our mark a little bit early. And I will put up, guys, once you see this, once you see that is your spoiler warning to hop off the podcast. Just saying.
Hop
once
off.
You see this image.
That's what my boy always says this right here.
Podcast, okay?
I just gotta say, for one character who's in the trailer and on the poster, I just had my Godfather moment and was like, look how they massacred my boy.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. That's an actual spoiler. That's an actual spoiler. Don't do that. That one's the actual spoiler. Don't do that. But I will say, guys, for you guys that saw Scorpion in the trailer, we can talk a little bit about that. Man, what incredible performance. Number one. Yeah. What an incredible performance. But number two is this. They did him wrong. They did him dirty in this film. And we'll talk about it. But you'll see. But I mean, the suit is incredible. His acting is incredible.
Awesome.
You know,
the action with the suit is incredible.
Yeah, the action with the suit, incredible. So
It reminded me of the I I don't know how many people out there have watched the animated series from last year, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Oh,
How they handle
dude.
Scorpion and that. Fight
Yes.
sequences in this reminded me of the fight. In
Yes.
the animated series.
100%. And if you have not seen that, please go see that.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's a great.
Yeah.
I can't wait for season 2.
Oh, I can tell you guys this though without spoiling the movie. Majority of what you see in the trailer, thank God, is in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
Majority of what you see in the trailer, because we all know we hate trailers that spoil the whole damn movie.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, come on. This movie, thank God, majority of that trailer is in the beginning of the movie. Thank goodness.
Mhm. Yeah.
So if you guys are like, oh, we didn't watch the trailers because it spoiled the movie, it doesn't. I promise you it doesn't. It doesn't.
One of the few times that a trailer, like you said, didn't give anything away. You know what I mean? Because like
It didn't.
Right,
you really
yeah.
look at the broad scope of the movie and you go back and watch the trailer, you're like, oh yeah, they didn't give shit away.
Nope,
with this
They
movie.
did
Yeah,
not
yeah,
whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, so hypotheticals of can you believe that for us, I'm trying not to spoil it because the spoiler is not up yet, but I can't fathom how amazing everyone's theories are, by the way. I'm gonna say you guys would probably have made this movie a million times better. All of you fans out there. But yeah, I mean, there's so many instances that the theories could have panned out. So many.
Yeah.
So many.
100%.
So many instances. All right. So guys, we need you in the comments. Go ahead. Like I said, if you've seen it, go ahead and comment. Like I said, spoiler free. And then we probably have we can't rant anymore. So we probably got a good 4 minutes. We'll give the 4 minutes. So at the 50-minute mark, we'll do in 4 minutes, we'll put the spoiler up. And then, like I said, for those of you that don't want the movie ruined, please hop off. We will leave the spoiler on for a little bit, and then we'll hop back on. All right.
Well, let's do it this way.
What's
Let's
up?
take these 10 minutes since we said we could do it at 9:30 you guys time. Where would you got without like spoiling anything from the movie? Where would you personally like to see Spider-Man go after Secret Wars?
Oh my God! After Secret Wars, or
after Secret Wars?
That's an interesting
Like
question.
project-wise?
That's an
like
interesting
what?
question.
Yeah, like what movies, what villains would you like to see? What characters would you like to see in the solo Spider-Man film after Secret Wars?
Ooh! A solo Spider-Man movie. Hold on, Maverick. Maverick says this. This is not spoiling it, but Maverick says, hold on. Maverick says, Fallen with Denzel Washington in 1998.
Perfect
Spider-Man.
Perfect
Awesome.
comparison.
Awesome. Great comparison.
Hey, quick story. So I remember freshman year of college, Fallen came out, right? And so I know that's telling my age. I'm old. So when it came out on VHS, we were watching it, right? Next thing you know, everybody was playing this sick game on campus and going around singing "Time is on my side" and touching each other. We were all like playing like we were the Demon and Zazel, like swapping each other, man. I was like,
funny.
man, when people start coming up to me, I was like, hey, you better back the fuck up.
Animal. That's funny. Oh man, so Animals saying, I heard it was a flop. Animals, man, thank you for joining the podcast, by the way. Maverick, also thank you for joining the podcast. Animals, if you weren't on earlier, me and Marcus definitely have a lot of gripes of it. You know what I mean? You said because people expect Spider-Man to turn into Man Spider. No, honestly, that's not a gripe that we had. It's more of like, hey, there's a story, and we said it earlier in the podcast. There's a story that we're trying to go with, but then what they did was they added more stories on top of it. So it's not a true linear story. You have like 3 to 4 stories happening all at once. And that's what made it convoluted. And like I said, this is Tom Holland's best performance. It is hands down Tom Holland's best performance as Spider-Man. But man, that's what really hurt the movie for me. And Marcus, honestly, me and Marcus think, and even Ian mentioned that we think No Way Home is a better film, story-wise, by the way. But honestly, for Tom Holland's portrayal as Spider-Man, this is his best performance. Yeah. All right, Ian, go ahead and say what you were going to say.
I think just in general that when people go see this film, the true Spider-Man fans are gonna. I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna see what we're gonna see. You see what I'm saying? But anybody that is not a hard die-hard Spider-Man Marvel fan is gonna say, "This movie is amazing." Absolutely, you know what I mean. But Spider-Man fans are gonna pick out the fine minutes, you know what I'm saying? And like you guys dealt with film, so you guys are gonna the story and stuff like that. It's one of those like it's like I said, it's weird. It's a great movie, but there's some gripes. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, very very enjoyable. I'm not gonna lie. Like we said, it's very enjoyable, guys. It is very very enjoyable. It is just again, it's kind of hard for us, man, because as nerds, you know what I mean. We really are into the lore, but not only that, for us, you know what I mean. Hold on, Defender. We're not doing spoilers yet, so I got to delete your comment. I mean, Maverick. Sorry, we had to delete your comment. There's no spoilers just yet. We got 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes before people hop off. So for spoilers, and then we'll talk a little bit spoilers. We do have a spoiler designated day, by the way, Maverick. That we will go ahead and like deep dive into it. But for you guys that are wanting to talk about spoilers, we'll do it in about 9 minutes. All right, Maverick. No, you're cool, man. No worries. But yeah, it's just that for us also, we're in film, guys, and that's why we're a little bit more critical as well. We're in film, we write stories all the time, and we take criticism on the chin too, man. Like there are people that criticize our stuff, our ideas, and even our podcasts and stuff like that. So we take it on the chin, and we go and we try to improve as best as possible. And obviously we want no one to fail. We want no one to be hurt or anything. It's just that this is our critical opinion from also filmmakers, but also big fans of Spidey. I mean, the three of us here, by the way, guys, if you didn't know, the Geekly Discussion used to be a podcast we started years ago, and it was me, Marcus, Ian, and Dave from Nerdbox and Howling Hour that we were die hard into the Spider-Man lore, man. I mean, we would talk hours about just Spider-Man constantly. So for us, we are so like, oh my gosh, we have high expectations for this character, and especially that the stuff that Disney has been giving us so far. Obviously, a lot of people, it's very hit and miss for a lot of people. And you would really think that Marvel would finally get their stuff together, because you the fans, especially that are watching this, us the fans, we've been hooping and hollering for years like, hey, this is what we want. It's like you're asking for a cheeseburger, but they're giving you chicken nuggets. You're like, dude, I want a cheeseburger. I want a cheeseburger. And they're like, all right, we'll put buns on the nuggets. No, man, we want a cheeseburger. We want to go, that is a tasty burger. Like,
El Royale with cheese.
Royale with cheese. Best movie ever.
Yeah. So for those of you, I've seen your comments, guys, by the way, Maverick and everybody else. If you've seen it as spoiler free as possible, tell us what you think about in the comments really quick before we hit our spoil, because we literally have about 7 minutes before we start talking about spoilers. So for those of you that's seen the movie already, again, spoiler free as possible. What'd you think about it? What could improve on it?
Y'all, neither one of y'all answered my question yet. So
which one
do you all want after Secret Wars?
Oh, yeah.
I want something before Secret Wars, man. I want like a solo.
Are you saying with Spidey or just in general?
Yeah, with Spidey. Yeah, I want a solo Spidey film before Secret Wars, man. Because unless Secret Wars really explains how they pull him, you know what I mean?
I know this is sound very greedy, but I want more Holland. I loved when Marvel did special presentations. I thought that was the most genius thing that they could ever do. It wasn't a show. It was like 1 hour of that character or characters. I would love to see Tom Holland fight off a Spider-Man villain
Yes.
feature presentation. You know,
Yes,
let's say
thank you.
it's him and Chameleon, you know, or it's
Yes.
him and Overdrive, like a new, you know what I mean? Somebody new. Like I would love that. Give me just give me that where he's thinking on the fly, trying to figure out.
Give me Hammerhead in live action in the special.
Dude,
Hammerhead in live action.
there's so many. There's so many they can do, man. They could do a Sinister
Yeah,
Six
I
movie.
want.
They literally could do a
Yeah,
Sinister
I
Six
want.
movie.
That's what I want.
Yeah, I want. Give us a feature. Like I said, give us a feature presentation or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? He's so big. They could just go ahead and just give him a show. Give him a freaking show. Like
Yeah.
give him a 6-episode show. 6.
I do like
Let's give
this
us
one.
6.
Yeah, I do like this one. Maverick said an X-Men movie before Secret Wars. Yeah. And you know what?
Yeah. Okay.
We will talk. But yeah, there's so many Spider-Man crossovers in the comics and the shows and all the stuff with that. I would be down with that of Spider-Man. Or he said finally a Blade movie. Unfortunately, they officially canceled Blade, guys. I don't know if you guys saw the news. Blade is officially canceled. I wouldn't mind Wesley Snipes coming back for a Blade movie again. I would not. You know what I mean? To finally that they showed him in this. So yeah. And then also for those of you guys that did see the new Avengers Doomsday trailer that they just dropped, yes, Gambit is in the movie. So since they showed Blade, Elektra, and Gambit and all of them in Deadpool 3, Deadpool versus Wolverine, I wouldn't mind to have Blade back, especially when they made the joke. There is one Blade, and there will always ever be.
You think he'll pop up in Midnight Suns?
I mean, if they do a Midnight Suns movie, I would love if he pops up. Again, you have to do it perfect, though, story-wise, because Ghost Rider did fight Blade.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to have Wesley Snipes
show up in the
Ghost Rider movie,
yep.
Even if it's at the end, hinting at Blade fighting Ghost Rider.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And now that Frank was in this, a lot of people forget that Frank was a part of the Midnight Suns too.
Yeah, he's part of the Midnight Suns because he's supposed to be the zombie, the guy that never dies.
Yep.
So I'm curious to see if they're gonna include him.
Maverick,
or even make that even a show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we get, you know what I mean? I think with Marvel cinematic shows, we're gonna get more. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like we get, even if it's like an hour, I feel like we get more of stuff that we don't get to see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why Daredevil was awesome. You know, I tell people like this: if Daredevil was a movie, people would be like, "I love it. It's all good. It's good. Whatever." But because it was a show, you saw the build up.
Also, because it's street level. I feel like street level, because there is so much lore and whatnot. Street level should happen in shows.
100%.
Before a big movie, like you said, before a big movie. Like if Daredevil came out now after the Reborn again as a movie, people will go watch it. You know what I mean? But you know, I don't know. But listen, for your Ian, by the way, Maverick did say something. He said, "What about Young Avengers with Spider-Man?" Right?
I'm not gonna spoil it.
I know. Yeah.
Right.
So
it's happening. It's like
with the news.
Young Avengers is awesome. Like I said, can it happen? Absolutely. Yeah. I think that's Marvel's biggest grab is to do the Young Avengers. Every show that they have done, not every show, but somewhat of every show has brought a young member out.
I know.
If you think
about one of those, I know, but it's one of those that it was poorly executed. You know, they would have
right. Really like I said, 100%. We get it. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to introduce whatever, but this is the money grab. People love to watch children do adult things. That is the biggest money grab.
Pause.
Stranger Things on my block. Everybody likes when it's a child trying to figure out what to do right off the wall.
Phrasing, Ian. Phrasing.
By the time we get Young Avengers, though, Haley gonna be too old. She gonna be
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude, as soon as you said it, look, Marcus, as soon as you said it, Maverick said.
Maybe 30. Plus, she's a mom now, too, I think.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah. Didn't her, what's her name, had a kid yet? So.
Oh, my gosh. That's funny. Alrighty, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and put the spoiler thing up. Marcus, Ian, everyone, I'm going to go grab a thing of water. So this spoiler thing is going to be up for a little bit. And when we come back, we are going to be talking spoilers. So for those of you guys that do not want the movie spoiled, we already gave you what we thought for about an hour and we ranted. So please, thank you for joining us. Those of you guys that don't want this movie spoiled, thank you for joining us. We will see you guys next time after you see the movie. But here we go. And we will be right back. We'll be right back. All righty, guys, we are back. All right, so we left this up for you. Again, if you do not want this spoiled, please, again, this is your spoiler alert. Again, this is your spoiler alert. Please hop off the podcast. We're going to go ahead and talk some spoils. All right. So I know a couple of people wanted to. So again, this is your spoiler alert. Please, guys, again, we've had this up for about a good 2 minutes. So please. All right. So guys, when we talk about these things, again, in the comments though, where we will let you comment, but we're gonna have to try to delete as many as possible after, so it doesn't get published with the comments on there, since it's supposed to be a spoiler-free review. But please comment away. All right. So, all right, this is spoiler warning. We're removing the spoiler warning. All right, here we go. The 3 Spider-Man fans out of the entire crew, besides Noah. Obviously, Noah didn't see it, so thank goodness he's not on right now, because he'd probably be like, and run. So I'm gonna let you boys have it. Who wants to go first?
I mean, it's up to you, Ian, since you liked it, man. I was so disappointed with this movie.
All right, Ian. Yeah, since you're the positive Polly here, go ahead, Ian.
All right. So So I will say this. I love the movie, but here's my gripe. I felt Sadie Sink. I thought that Sadie Sink character was not needed for the movie.
Yes, thank you.
And the reason why I say this is because I love the fact that her character was going into. I love that, right? And that's what my buddy was saying. He's like, man, he was the same way y'all felt, and he was like, and I said the reason why is I love the movie, but every time Sadie Sink came in, it was like a distraction. You know what I'm saying? So it was a complete distraction. Hold on a second. So it was a complete distraction, and I felt like as soon as they said Jean Grey, it was like, oh, X-Men. Like, no, let's get back to Spidey. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think the movie would have been better if Sadie Sink's character was actually Chameleon. That was my take. I think that would have been, if Sadie Sink's character was Chameleon, that would have been awesome. Because it's like this. It's like you were saying to me that the whole villain of the story is a hero. So therefore, no matter what's going to happen, she's going to walk away. He's going to save the day. Everything's going to be brand. That's what the distraction was for me. I felt like every time I watched Tom Holland on screen without her being in the film, it was awesome. But for me, Sadie Sink's character, Jean Grey, did not need to be in the movie. It just didn't. You know what I'm saying? Another thing I didn't like is, here's my whole gripe was, she switched bodies, but it wasn't her. It was Sarah. So therefore, was it Sarah that was actually Jean Grey the whole time? Because when she got kidnapped, she's like, I got to do this for you to make you be safe. And she switched into Jean's body.
So
did
thought
Jean Grey die, or did Sarah?
No.
I thought it was Sarah, but remember Sarah, they killed Sarah. So it was Jean swapping bodies.
Yep. So again, guys, spoiler alert, just in case. Again, spoils.
Yeah, it was Jean swapping bodies, but Sarah basically showed her how to do it. You know what I mean?
I don't get that, dude.
Yeah,
I don't know, because she said I need to find my sister. Every time she kept saying it, she said I need to find my sister.
That's because he gave her the vision of VMAX. Remember?
Right. Yeah. That's true. Okay.
But again, here's the deal. Sarah in the comic line is not really.
Remember her from the comic.
Yeah. Sarah in the comic line was so small that I had to look it up, and I was just like, when the hell does she have a sister?
Yeah.
And
that's
so
what I'm saying.
for me it was total nonsense, by the way. One.
Yes.
And number two, Jean Grey hopping bodies, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. Especially when you're telekinetic, you just take over the person's mind. Like, we've seen that in all the previous X-Men films. We've seen when Phoenix took over Charles in X-Men 2. We've seen when Charles took over other people, right? Like, it doesn't work that way. And, you know, it's ridiculous. Look, even this right here. Angel said it. With a 32-meter jump radius, are we joking? Right?
This
I was just like,
this would have been a perfect setup for Sarah to have been Madame Prime.
Yeah, correct. I agree. But like I said, I would have absolutely loved it if it was Chameleon, because that would have made complete sense on why Chameleon cannot be him, because he's wearing a freaking mask. Like, that would have been awesome.
Yeah, but awesome. And at the same time, though, to be totally honest, is that the fact of the matter is, like, why did we introduce her and it did not lead to anything? Sadie Sink did a great job acting.
Right,
she really did.
I knew this was going to happen.
Acting. Yeah. But again, there was no resolution, like you said, Ian. You have the superhero who's not really a bad guy. The bad guy is also not really a bad guy. There's nothing really in it, right? And then the only person that got a resolution was Punisher. This was Punisher's story, dude. Punisher finally made a fucking friend. Awesome. Yeah. Like, what are we doing?
Finally fully opened up to somebody.
Yeah, like, what are we doing? And then you try to introduce the ultimate comic where Spider-Man sacrifices himself, because remember, I knew he was going to shoot him, because I was like, dude, this is what happened with Captain America and how Spider-Man dies before Miles Morales came in into Ultimate Universe. I knew this was going to happen. And sure enough. And then, again, when we're talking about stories, right, you had the mutation story. So, of course, a lot of us thought Man-Spider. A lot of us thought Venom. A lot of us thought a lot of things. And the resolution for that was self-acceptance. What? That's not how that works.
Right. So
that's not how that works. And then you tease, spiders have lived different lives and they evolve into things. So you're like, okay, so he's gonna evolve into what? You know, it literally it blew my mind how you like it was a dumpster fire of story. No resolution.
I will say this. I was like you when I first found that out. I was like, I don't like how they did that. But what I think the reason why they did that is because he never had an origin story, right? So if you really think about it as like the reorg story, it's almost like if Peter Parker that was bit by the spider got bit by another spider. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I think they were thinking. So it was kind of like they were saying, okay, we're gonna make you get bit by a spider twice with puberty or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying?
Like
And that's why he couldn't control his powers. I mean, it was a homage to Toby, when he was trying to do the web, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I will say I do applaud Tom for this was the most New Yorkan Spider-Man because I did like the fact when he was fighting with the Punisher, he was like using his hands. He's like, "What are you doing?" Like, you know what I mean? That like anybody that's from up north, I know they always use their hands when they talk and they get frustrated. I love that. That was
accent.
true.
His New York accent finally came out.
The New York accent came out. I thought that was awesome.
Holy shit!
The ending was awesome. The handshake was that was Chef Kiss.
Yeah,
completely. Handshake was great. My question for you two is, what do you guys think happened at the end, and who do you think that is?
Hold on, time out before we even get there.
Yes, look, correct.
We got a couple. Man, you guys, thank you for commenting. You guys are blowing it up. Look, Sadie Sink was 11 from Yo, dude, I'm not gonna lie. When she was running and they did that shot, it reminded me of Stranger Things. And in my head, all the play was, you know what I mean? I was like, oh my god. V-Max, Mad Max from Stranger Things.
That is funny.
Oh no.
I don't mind her as Jean. It's just
look at Mambo's
that betrayal, the way she was written and what they gave her to do is not Jean.
No, absolutely not. No.
My other
not even
Lucas. Lucas is on.
Was like what he said?
The movie was sick. The slander is nuts. Well, get out of here, bro.
Oh, please, man. You ain't a Spidey fan. Scorpion. How did he get the suit? How did he get out of prison, first of all? And then how did he get the suit out of the fence? Where's the whole J. Jonah Jameson put him in the experiment to get the suit?
Yeah,
where's
exactly.
Where's that?
Exactly.
Dude,
Tombstone in it for 2 seconds. He looked great.
Dude, I told you. I called it.
Amazing.
I called it. That all these guys were just montages. I called it, dude.
That pissed me off, man. I was like,
oh my god. But
here's such a great villain.
Here's the deal.
I kind of cover and that's it. Like,
here's the deal. I get it that you wanted to do the time skip because this is supposed to be a few years after.
4 years.
Yeah, after No Way Home. I get it, but you gave us to it in the montage. That's cool, but then nothing's explained. Like you said, it just happened, and that's why I'm saying, man, it was literally nostalgia bait for us comic fans. Now, don't get me wrong, did I enjoy it? Yeah, man, cool. But then what are we doing? A couple of people, listen, honestly, a couple of people should have not been in this movie, period. Punisher shouldn't have been in this movie. The Hand definitely shouldn't have been in this movie.
What was the point?
The Hulk.
That scene was great.
The Hulk shouldn't have been in this movie.
Nope.
Right?
Yeah,
like, I'm tired. The reason why I'm tired of this, man, is that Tom Holland is so good that he can run a standalone film just like Andrew and Toby. He absolutely can. And his performance in this movie shows it. You absolutely can do that. And then you're telling me that the one person that you love, you wrote the letter to, she still has a black dahlia flower and all this other jazz, cannot remember you at all whatsoever. But you do the secret handshake with Ned and he remembers you. Come on, dude.
Yep. And then here's the other thing. You got Jean in the film where we all know that Professor X snatched her up at an early age.
Yes.
Next.
Mind you, she's supposed to be like, what? Because MJ and them will graduate from MIT, so what? She's like 21, 22?
Yep.
And now she's going upstate New York? Like, nah. Like,
no explanation.
Because
no explanation.
The reason why Charles snatched her up at such a young age was because she was so powerful at a young age that he was like, no, I gotta put a cap on this, because she could destroy the whole universe.
Right. They should have did that. They should have had like somebody in the background speaking to Jean You know what I mean? They should have had him like back, you know, facing the back so you don't see who it is, but you should have had it where it was like Charles Xavier talking to her. That would have been awesome.
Instead of having her sister, you should have introduced her that she couldn't control her powers. And that's why, again, it's also, if you wanted to do a non-bad guy story, right? A non-bad guy story, because this was a non-bad guy story. So it pisses me off. But if you wanted to do a non-bad guy story, you could have literally had that she can't control her powers. And that's what's happening. And is destroying everything and yada, yada. Have Spider-Man go against her. And obviously he can't do anything because she's OP as hell. And who comes to save the day is Charles Xavier. And now you have a crossover of Spider-Man and X-Men.
Yeah.
If you want it, again, it's not a great story, but if you wanted to go that road, right? If you wanted to go down that road, that's the way that it should have been. But none of this should have happened. It should have been like you were saying, Ian. It should have been an actual Spider-Man villain. This should have been Scorpion's story. It should have been Scorpion's story. It should have showed J. Jonah Jameson. Again, you could segue into a Sinister Six, right? Because you already had Vulture in it. You see what I'm saying? Like, you could literally venture into that storyline, and it would have been great. But no, they didn't. And it's really, 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 like, good Lord, man. And there's so many things that they could have done. I'm telling you, the jumping from body to body should have been the symbiote, man. You should have had the symbiote.
No, I agree. Like I said, I would go with, like I said, Chameleon. I think it would have been dope as hell if it was like Chameleon was actually the actual, like, he was Scorpion and he was Ramrod, and they're like, wait a minute, Scorpion's in jail. But how does that happen? You know what I mean? And he's actually, that would have been awesome. That would have been great.
Especially with the line, "You think I'm Scorpion?"
Right, exactly.
Dude, that would have been incredible. Yeah, but you know, here's the deal. Also with the organic webs, Tom doesn't need organic webs. The time that Spider-Man had organic webs in the comic is when Venom goes on him. Yeah. He didn't need it anymore. So I'm telling you, like, it should have been that you showed that when Tom Hardy got transferred to the other universe and they retconned it, they should have just showed that the cup that they did was in Tom Hardy's universe and the piece was still in Tom Holland's universe. And it's just, I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it. They should have really went down that road. But here's the deal. Man, you guys are awesome with all the comments now. Thank God.
And they still could have infused Scorpion suit with the symbiote.
Yeah, absolutely. They could have done more with the organic webs. He literally used them 2 times. Listen, they shouldn't have had organic webs at all. They should not.
100%. He should.
Nope, they should not at all. I get it. The hands versus the 10 rings. I mean, you know, bro, sure, for Shang-Chi, sure, man. But not with us. Angel said, I think the ending was Miles Morales or Toby breaking through the multiverse when Tom did the handshake with Ned. I mean, with that, here's the thing with that after credit thing, man. Remember, it didn't say that he was still in Queens. Remember, the question marks came up that he disappeared. And then it said that the new sighting was in space somewhere. Honestly, that is kind of insinuating Secret Wars, right? Because it happened elsewhere. But at the same time, though, I wouldn't be mad at it if it was a universe colliding or some dumb shit, right, happening. Again, man, I like this one, man. Yes, this could have been a Madam Web movie. Yes, and I do want to see Sydney Sweeney in it. Yes, sir. But nah, man, like, honestly, like, having Madam Web jumping from person to person would have been dope as a test of the spider totem to combine it with Beyond the Spider-Verse that's happening. Oh, man, that would have been awesome as well. You know what I mean? And again, Madam Web, if you don't want a bad guy, but Madam Web does put him through trials like crazy, right? Yeah. So, I mean, that would have been perfect.
Yeah.
That was her way of, like, building him up to his true potential every time.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So,
correct.
Yep.
Yeah. I think the ending was when they said, you know, there's that person in space. I think it was Venom.
As Spidey, though, because it's a spider tracker.
But remember what the symbiote said. The symbiote can travel through freaking all the universes and all, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it keeps all that memory there. I
But he
think.
didn't have a symbiote on him, and then Toby's symbiote died. They confirmed that.
Well, here's my thing: is I'm not saying that it's not the symbiote without Spider-Man. I'm saying that there's another Spider-Man that has the symbiote.
No, I don't know. I wouldn't like that.
I like the idea of somebody saying,
I'm saying I'm quoting it in the realm of Andrew. I'm saying it would be cool if.
I mean, sure.
I would love that person because I still want that movie. But I like the idea like where Danny was going and somebody else said in the comics, like maybe it's the incursion that's supposed to happen in Doomsday where Toby dies. The opening scene. Yeah. You know, so maybe it's that.
I don't want Toby to die.
Dude, I'm just telling you, man. And then Spider-Man will return. They didn't say when. They didn't say what movie. Because this is my theory, boys. I'm telling you, this is my theory. The next time we see Tom Holland is going to be in Beyond the Spider-Verse. That's my theory. You heard it here.
Oh, 100%. Agreed.
I think that's why they didn't
coming out before Secret Wars. They both coming out in 27, right?
Let me see. I'll double check.
When is Secret Wars supposed to come out? No, Secret Wars is probably like 28.
All right, so Secret Wars is coming out in December 17th, 2027.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond the Spider-Verse release date is June 18th, 2027. So I'm telling you, I think that's why they said it. Right. Yeah, I'm telling you, I think that's why they didn't tell you guys like where he's going.
Miles
I promise you, I'm saying it right now. Yep. I promise you, I really do think that he's going to be in Beyond the Spider-Verse. Whether he is the live action version, like how they showed the Prowler with Donald Glover, maybe, right? But yeah, man, I am telling you right now, I don't know. This is a shitty way to introduce the X-Men into the MCU. It really is, bro. It's a shitty way to introduce the X-Men to the MCU. And again, you showed a mutant, but then don't have him mutate, Spider-Man mutate, even though you're insinuating at it. I don't like it, man. It was almost like they were trying to remake Spider-Man 2 with Tom Holland, and it did not work, man. It did not work.
What do they call it?
The suppressor.
Yeah, that little thing, Spider-Man 2.
Dude,
they used that on Doc in No Way Home, but still, it was the same thing from Spider-Man.
True, it's the same thing.
I just don't. Again, I don't like it because Spider-Man 2 showed that the existential crisis really hindered his powers, right? Not enhanced the powers, right? Like, what is happening? I really don't know, man. I really don't know. I get it. You want a reason to show his strength now, how it's supposed to be. I get you really want to show his speed now, how it's supposed to be. There's a million ways you could have done that better of just saying, hey, he was younger then. Now that he's older, he's stronger. You know what I mean? That's the perfect explanation. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah.
I felt like they missed the mark too with, like, I remember I was talking about the other characters, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you remember the movie correctly, there was a girl that was in the elevator.
Gwen.
I was like, bro, if they do not let this woman be Gwen.
Not only that,
she was the one that hit on him, like,
and the brother was in there too. So I was like,
that's what I'm saying. I really thought that was Gwen and Miles in his universe. I really thought so.
I was like,
yep. Especially because, hey, we live in the same building. He's like, yeah, cool. Yeah, cool, bye. And then also, it was very reminiscent. She's like, is that my clothes? And he's like, no. And then walked out. It's very reminiscent also when, like, the hair thing with Gwen and Miles. You know what I mean? So I'm just, I don't know, man. Like, that would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be cool. And Beyond the Spider-Verse, they show that. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But I still say this. If you wanted that chick to be Gwen, but not the Spider-Woman that we saw in Beyond the Spider-Verse or whatever, you could have easily had this whole emotional tie-in. Like me and Marcus were saying, what should have happened was this. What should have happened is that, hey, this movie is that he kind of similar to Andrew, paying homage. He's trying to stay away from MJ, can't stay away from MJ, and he constantly saves her and all these stuff. You have the chameleon or even Tombstone or somebody that's super damn smart going, this dude is protecting her a lot, right? And then put her in a dangerous situation. He finally saves her, whatever. And then at the end have that girl may have loved you, but it's not me, right? Oh, heartbroken, emotional. And then at the end, instead of having Ned in the cafe, you have that girl that could have been Gwen, right? And then introduce, hey, buddy, you're from the building. Oh, yeah, Is I'm Peter. I'm Gwen. Oh,
that would have been perfect. Yeah, 100%.
Or she could have been Felicia. I would have been fine if she
or Felicia. Yeah,
hey, look, hold on. Before you boys jump the thing, look, April said it too.
Yeah,
Black Cat. I didn't catch that.
Yep, could have been Black Cat. I don't know, man, but
another thing that I noticed,
it was a Victoria's Secret juicy thing that he was wearing.
Yeah. One thing that I did see is if you notice, the officer, she played good. I forgot her, the detective or whatever. She played really good. But if you notice, they focused a lot. The camera focused a hell of a lot on her kids.
Yes.
You remember that? So yeah. I was like, what was that implying? Because Marvel doesn't just do that off the rip. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they focused on her kids like, boom. Like, it was like the camera was on them. Like, we were supposed to know who they are.
Yeah.
You know who they didn't show that they showed in the trailers? And, I know movies do this all the time. But I hate it when they do it, when they reveal stuff in trailers that don't make the final cut. Remember we had the scene that what's her name, who was Fisk's right-hand woman in Daredevil.
Yes.
Taking over and giving Spidey the key to the city.
Yes, correct. Yes, remember? Yes.
We didn't get that in the movie.
We didn't get that in the movie.
Speaking of which, Yelena being in this movie, what the fucking fuck, bro?
Part of the reshoots. Yeah, part of the reshoots. Like I told you on the phone.
Why?
No purpose of her being in the movie.
There was no purpose. None. There was
none.
Even though I love Florence Pugh, like I adore Florence Pugh.
I love Florence Pugh.
No. Why? No, man.
Like if you wanted to put her in the movie, you should have put her in the movie when the whole Hulk thing happened. That I can understand. If the whole Hulk thing happened, and she went up to Spider-Man and was like, "What the hell is going on?" You know what I'm saying?
Is anyone glad that he did not beat the Hulk? I'm glad.
Oh yeah.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad he did not beat the Hulk.
I wish he would have got slammed a little bit more. That was too quick.
Yep.
It was only 2 slams, and then he, went to the.
I mean, he was choking him. He was about to crush his skull until he looked in the mirror, which was awesome. But here's the deal. I'm with you, Ian, but I don't want this to happen. But I think it might. I think her son. They mentioned their names. But she's a Hispanic cop. And I don't know what the son's name is.
Which could flip the script because, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could be the opposite.
What you thinking that is Miles?
It could have been, but that's not his name, so it's not.
Nah, because, Miles' mom becomes a politician. So if anything...
Truth. But what if it's flipped the script where it's the opposite? Does it make sense? Like, what if it was... What if that was what is it?
Yeah, I got what you said.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So that I can understand because I would be like, okay, in this universe, that's Miles and Gwen. Okay. I can kind of get down with that. You know what I'm saying? I could get down with that. Because why would you show a good relation? My main thing is this: why would you show Spidey being that detective work with that good detective? There's something, you know what I'm saying? There's something in there that they're trying to build, which I did like. I liked it.
The comics always had like that close bond. So Spidey was always close to the Wolf, and what was the other cop that was Asian?
It's EJ and Marley. EJ and
Marley.
Yeah, that's the kids' names. So it's not Miles.
Yeah,
but I was just like, you have a Spanish cop. I was like, you have a Spanish cop. You know what I mean? And she's talking to her kids in Spanish. So until they revealed the names, I don't know. But yeah.
this movie, man, it was just, I don't know, it dragged in a lot of areas.
Yep.
Story was all over the place. When we do our rating, I'm gonna go ahead and say this now. I feel like this is one of the, even though it's Tom's best performance in a row, as a film as a whole and story wise, I think it's one of the weakest films.
Yeah.
This run, so.
Oh, this is a good one. April said, hold on. Whoop, not that one. I don't think her sister died because they kept protecting that vault. They kept protecting the vault, even though they hid in the vault after. Oh, that's right. With all the tech. That's right. It's all the tech to defeat all the other people. That's right. That's right. Basically, they pulled a Batman. That dude was like Batman. I have all the tech to fight everybody else.
Yeah, so the tech forced her to remember because they had her in a glass container.
Yeah.
So the tech forced her to, like, they were trying to force her to jump, like how she was jumping bodies.
Right.
So it was jumping against the glass and bouncing back to her, and that's how they were able to read her brainwaves.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, is there anyone else? Have some stuff? Again, we're keeping this spoiler talk short because we do have a full spoiler day. So anything else anyone wants to mention in the comments, or anyone else want to mention here, boys?
Just, if you like it, I hope you enjoy it.
Yep.
As a Spidey fan, like I said earlier, who grew up on the lore and know the lore through and through, this wasn't it for me. So
I would say it again. This is Punisher's story, dude. Punisher was the only one that had a resolution. It was the only one that MJ saw the cabinet. Don't touch anything. He's very reminiscent. He doesn't open up to people, not even to Daredevil. You know what I mean? And
Aaron is the only person that he ever opened up to, and now Spidey. So.
Yep, and Spidey, and now he's treating Spider-Man like a kid. You know what I mean? Like one of his kids.
Yeah.
And so,
I felt like this. Now, on a good note, I liked the title of the film. I felt like the title of the film fit perfectly for this film, Brand New Day. And he got that. I felt like his come to Jesus moment was the brand new day was him like, hey, look, I'm not dead yet. People actually do like me. So I in that sense, I do like that. As soon as he was leaving out of the, you know what I'm saying? Like he was leaving out and you've seen all the people and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like that I do like. I absolutely do like that. I didn't like, this is the only thing I didn't like. I didn't like the whole flower scene given
Aunt May
the flowers. Like I didn't like that. I just, not every freaking time. I mean, like I don't know. I think it was just kind of.
What was Uncle Ben's gravestone? Like, was it next door?
Yeah, it was next to her. The one with the dead flowers. The one with the dead flowers that was next to her, dude.
He didn't give a fuck about Ben no more.
Nah, man. You know what?
Couples, usually couples have their heads.
No, but I don't think he had an Uncle Ben. Honestly, I think he was.
They said he did. Well, no, they confirmed.
No, he did.
No, they confirmed that he had an Uncle Ben. When they brought it in, they said they confirmed that he does have an Uncle Ben. They just didn't want to retread the story.
But it's just like he went.
She even mentioned.
It's like every time he brought flowers, and I'm like, oh my god.
Come on, bro. Come on. Come on, man. But this one's funny. This one's funny. Mav says when Zendaya helped Spider-Man with his web tech, I'm a bit of a scientist myself.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was great. Yeah.
Oh my god. What a great callback, dude. That's awesome. The DOC guy, damage control guy, now knows who Spider-Man is because he was unmasked when she saved him from Jean Grey at the end. He definitely will hunt Peter Parker now. Maybe, dude. Maybe. I don't know, man. It was a terrible story. Too many stories at once. Way too many stories at once. Should have just had it there. I don't know. And the fact that when he's like, I'm Peter, I'm your friend, and the Hulk looked into his eyes and then looked into the mirror, I really thought the Hulk was going to remember. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. But, alrighty, guys. Well, anything else before we tread off? Because, like I said, we're going to have a full spoiler day with the rest of the crew.
Nope. That's it.
All right, cool. Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for commenting so much and whatnot. Like I said, I don't know what to do about these comments because people are gonna see this non-spoiler thing and then see all your comments. We'll try to figure that out. But thank you guys so much for interacting. You guys have been great. We're gonna see you guys Sunday. We have Evil Dead ranking on Sunday with the Howling Hour. We really guys appreciate you. So if you want to hop in for some horror stuff, come in on Sunday, and then stay tuned for next week for our next podcast. We love you. Be safe. Talk to you soon. Peace. Gonna end it on a high note.